Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the anonymous character of our world around us, and this video will be dedicated to the analysis of the sense of ecumenism in practice. Ecumenism we tend to understand as interreligious dialogue to create a peace and blah 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 blah, all this high words that sound nice and very general, but in practice they mean nothing. Let's make some assumptions from the very beginning. What's the purpose of any religion, regardless of kind of religion we are talking about? Purpose is expansion, and people are a sort of market on which religious preachers offer their, let's say, goods and services, spiritual goods and services. People go for it or not, or they go for it to larger or to lesser extent. We know that word doesn't like vacuum, so if something is successful, soon next people will start preaching their version of the religion. At one point they will clash, and they clash because a tendency of expansion is the tendency of all vibrant, vivid living movements. If we are becoming tolerant and apathetic, it means that we are the dying society. Because as Aristotle was teaching us, if I remember in his Politics, if I remember correctly the source of the quotation, his Politia in Old Greek's original, the tolerance is a feature of dying societies. But as long as a society or a group of people has a vital forces and it's convinced that this what they are preaching is valuable and people should go for it, they will expand and they will try to first convince. Later, if it's not possible, will fight against people who think differently than them. It's normal, typical to all living religions and ideologies. The difference between the ideology and religion I was telling in one of my videos, so here I will tell briefly. Ideology explains us partly the world and the problems we have all around us, but it doesn't give eschatological explanation to us. So eschatological explanation, so where did we come from and where do we go? But religions have such load, and they explain it to us briefly. But coming back to main topic of this video, and when the religion is expanding, getting new followers, so it's expanding on the market, there are competitors, also another living organism. That is why they need to compete as long as they care about expansion and about teaching people and about their souls or the afterlife and so on, depending what they believe in. And as long as people care about the values they live with and preach about, they will not be tolerant and they will not be happy that around them there are too many people thinking in a different way than them. That is why this all ecumenism between the religion is a sort of, I would say, sort of misconception or a sort of propaganda term, because we know when the religions are live and vivid, they do not want to talk to others to find some consensus in their teachings, because they think that their teachings are the best. That's it. So that's why this ecumenism is a sort of myth of current times, full of people who are actually not caring so much about their beliefs. That is why religious leaders would like to show that they like everybody. Maybe some more people will join their groups and pay more money to them, and they want to avoid troubles, not to be sentenced to a not so numerous radical group that would only stay with them if they really started imposing real principles on the societies that are secularized and demoralized. This is how I see. That is why only in such societies such idea like ecumenism can float on the surface. But de facto, it's not anything normal. It's the symptom of collapsing movements that do not have any more vital force and strength to convince a group of people large enough to oppose other movements. This is how I see it. All the best. Have a nice day. Bye.